I saw this video in my feed about a day or so ago. I don't make videos like this normally, but this will never cease to amaze me. The slander that video games still receives in the time and place that we are. It makes zero sense to me, and I feel like this is just like an easy way for people who run these entertainment news outlets, and I will say entertainment news because that's what it is, get votes or get support or whatever. It's just like an easy way to trash really what is a hobby and what some people use as a de-stressor, what people find enjoyment in. And it's the exact same arguments every time. It's been the exact same arguments since the invention of video games, whatever. It's infuriating, and you guys know I want games to win. So let's see what Candace says.
My first issue with video games is that I believe that as a rule, it is a massive waste of your time. But I think
it's entertainment. It's something to do. Being on TikTok is a massive waste of time, but we all do it every day. Being on social media is a massive waste of time. Entertainment news, in my very humble opinion, is a massive waste of time. The outrageous things to get people fired up and participate. I know Candace is in the political sphere. It's entertainment news. That's what it is. Sorry, the same way people consume your content. It's how people consume video games. It's for entertainment. But you know what else is a giant waste of time? Watching TV. Watching 30 seasons of a dude or a lady date 30 other people at the same time. That is a massive waste of time. Onward.
But I think that we can agree that when you evaporate your time doing something so meaningless, you just think, man, I probably should have been doing something else that could have in fact benefited me in some way.
It's for leisure. I heard this great quote. It was something effective. Too many people overestimate what they can do in a year and underestimate what they can do in like 5 years, 10 years. It's for leisure. It's for fun. It's how people de-stress. It's how people, dude, every time I see a video like this, I always see in the comments, it's always someone who works in a blue collar job. It's like, hey, I just poured concrete for 25 hours straight and I want to come home and run some like Mortal Kombat or COD with my buddies. Like, I just need, an hour to 2 hours to come down off of that. Why? Like, I still have yet to understand why video games have the stigma that they do because of it. Don't understand why people don't look down on television or consuming news and entertainment. I mean, it's probably because of the bottom line, but they shit on video games all the time. I'm gonna take a wild guess and say that Candace is not a gamer. So I don't think it's too far outside of my scope to say, I don't think you know what you're talking about, actually. Onward.
Now, there are people that will say, well, I play video games to relax. And the truth is you don't, because
What? Okay. I don't even know how to say that. Then what do we play it for, Candace?
Video games are actually remarkably stressful. It's fun, but it's stressful.
Onward.
Like, I used to drink in college because it was fun, but ultimately I wasn't doing that to relax, and it was stressful. Next.
Sorry we didn't party as hard as you in college. Some people have a beer to watch a game. Some people have a beer because it's nice outside and it tastes good. Some people have a cocktail because it tastes good and it's there to relax. Sorry we weren't all just raging our faces off. You telling me you never woke up on a weekend during your time in college and said, you know what sounds good right now? I would love like a gin and tonic with a couple limes and a good book. I just don't believe you. I just don't at all. Onward.
Next day, when you're tired, you can't get up, you feel like crap. It's obviously not a benefit to our lives. But the second issue that I have with the gaming industry, and this is definitely the bigger one, is that it desensitizes us to violence without question.
I'm gonna interrupt. Every weekday, I get up at 6 a.m. and I go to the gym. In this gym, there are rows of television sets suspended from the ceiling. All of those television sets are in front of rows and rows of cardio machines. And on those television sets, every single day, from one end of the gym to the other, you have natural disasters. You have school shootings. You have violence in some place where I can't even pronounce the name of the country. You have riots in the streets. People like brawling with each other outside of a school. That desensitizes me to violence more than video games ever will. And that's every single day. Every single day when I go to that gym, there are rows of television sets that are showing me the worst things humanly possible because that's what gets people to watch. And every day I see that stuff, I just think I'm less and less inclined to care, because it's just like normal. And that's all you guys show. There's never anything positive, right? It's never anything good. It's just all the worst things every single day. And all of that is real, mind you. That's real. That's really happening. But if I load in to my Space Marine suit and I'm killing bugs on some made up planet in a digital world and laughing and chilling with my friends, doing that, saying that desensitizes you to violence more so than what you guys do every day, which is just get people riled up, is insane to me. You guys have been making this argument since the early 2000s. Onward. I think ultimately video games still have this hugely negative stigma where it's a giant waste of time, and if you're playing video games, you're not being productive, or you're being antisocial, or you're doing all the wrong things, whereas watching reality television, for example, is somehow a better use of time. It will never cease to amaze me. Playing games socially is still considered antisocial. I do not get it.